Hi there, Brittany Verlenich here from Verity Media, and I am hiring. I'm hiring for a few different positions right now. One core person I'm really looking for is an awesome operations assistant. I love being on camera. I love sales. I love marketing. I love content. I love copywriting. I think you all know that by now, or else you probably wouldn't be here. So I'm really looking for someone with complementary skills, someone who's organized, someone who can really brainstorm with me with strategic thinking and planning. I'm kind of looking for my second person, and I'm looking for other people along the way. So one big mission I really have is to help 10,000 teachers leave the classroom if they want. I really am so passionate about all of us raising our voices and being heard and really getting clear about what we think, feel, and believe and sharing that with boldness. I want people to have more choices, especially educators, especially women, because I think choice is so powerful and that we make more money and we build our online platforms that allows us to do that. And of course, I'm all about joy and rejoicing because I really think we have this one life, we need to make the most of it and enjoy it as much as we can. That's why I'm so big on travel. So I'm looking for people who resonate with that ethos, and also people who have strong work ethic, people who are also of high integrity, and people who will be able to maybe even challenge me if they feel like I'm not being held to a certain standard. I need someone who's on it and someone who doesn't mind reminding me things or setting automations and reminders. That's okay too. So if this sounds like you, I would just love to invite you to apply. I also want to show you a few different positions I have available. If you're watching this in the future and you're like, oh, she's probably not still hiring, go ahead and apply because you can actually edit your response on Google Forms so that if your pay changes, your experience changes, whatever, you can go in and edit your response. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that now. But if nothing else, if this is your first video somehow that you're seeing of mine, definitely be sure to like this video, say hi in the comments. You can introduce yourself. That's always good for applying for jobs. But also for me, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd subscribe and then click that little bell so that you never miss notification of a new video, because I will have more videos coming out about ways to grow your email list with social media, whether you're a service provider, a TPT seller, Etsy seller, or a blogger who's starting to use a product marketplace to be able to make more money. Okay, but back to the jobs available. And before I say jobs, I just want to be really clear and say these are independent contractor positions. This does not mean it's regular work, at least as of when I'm recording this. If something is updated, I'll be sure to put that in the video description and in the podcast description down below. Or you can always send me a DM on Instagram if you want clarification about something. It'll be either me or my team member responding. You can find me on Instagram over at Brittany Verlenich, and on the video, I'll put the QR code somewhere on the screen so that you can easily hold your phone over it, go to your camera, scan the QR code. Okay, let's walk through the application. As you can see, this is not a short application, so I definitely recommend setting aside some time to actually read and go through it. And that's for a reason, right? I want people who really resonate with not just me, but the actual vision I have for the business as a CEO and a founder. I need people who are consistent and reliable and accessible and available, people who have the capacity to make this work happen, especially because our clients are relying on me and then on us to be consistent. So let's walk through the application together. In this first section, it talks about me, what you can expect working with me, as well as Verity Media. And I will just say, this is a bit vulnerable, me putting all this stuff out there, but I want to make sure you know what you're getting into. I think that's really important. This is also very important to me, the Heart Marketing Framework. This is really just me bearing my soul about what I believe about social media and about marketing. And this is an absolute must. You have to agree with this. If you don't, then this will probably not be a good fit. But if you do, then I think you'll be really excited about the work we're doing. This talks about our agency, what can you expect, and basically if you're new to working with an agency, so basically the agency model just means I get the leads and then I'm going to outsource some of that work or all the work depending on the project to you. The client knows that they're getting the agency model. The benefit of this too is, for example, say someone needs help with social media, but I'm saying, okay, well, do you have any content to repurpose? And they're saying, well, I don't have any long form content. And so then I say, okay, we actually need to get some blog posts going because we can use that to repurpose. And then you also have SEO working with you. Well, now, even if I don't have the capacity to write the blog post, I have you as a blog writer or whomever, and I can give that work over to them. That is the agency model. It's really me getting the leads for you, and then you're there to support the work. So I hope that makes sense. You'll see that you're going to give me your subcontractor rate. This is different than when you just go apply for a job because someone else is getting you the leads. You also will find what I believe right here about our agency and where we're going. So when you choose a role, it's going to be in this drop-down menu. You're going to see some questions after that that only relate to that specific one. So for example, if you choose a position that has the word social media in it, you're going to fill out this matrix. If you just chose email marketing specialist, you're going to fill out this one. If you just chose general virtual assistant, this one, content writer, this one. So you don't have to do all of those. It's relevant to the position you're applying for because it tells me like what you have experience with. Like a social media manager is really broad. Are you a Facebook specialist? And with Facebook, do you focus on groups or pages? Do you do organic or ads? That gives me more information. These are pretty straightforward. You're going to tell me about your freelancer journey. If for some reason someone else comes along and they're a better fit right now for what we're looking for, I'm still going to hold your application for the future. And this form should let you edit your response. So if you need to, go back and edit it, change as things change in your life, in your professional life, and that way you can be considered for future positions. Depending on what you apply for, you might have prior experience, a portfolio, work samples. You'll have a link in case you want to do that. Or if you have it in a PDF, you can upload it here. Kind of depends what you're applying for. And then this last part is super important, and it might feel a little weird or silly, but I really want to make sure we're getting a good culture fit. So you're going to fill all this out. Some of these are drop downs where you can pick. Some of these you're going to have to type out. And then some of these you're going to have to just type in, like this is date and time. So that's it for now. If none of these positions look like what you do, but you're interested in learning how to use social media for your own marketing, lead generation, and sales, definitely check out the last few episodes of the Social Media Magic podcast because I made episodes specifically for you. And if you are not a service provider or a virtual assistant or social media manager yet, my friend Chloe Taskoff has the Virtual Assistant School for Educators. Great resource, evergreen, so it's open anytime for you to go and learn how to start your own virtual assistant or service provider freelancer business. But specifically, if you're looking to get into social media management and content creation, influencer marketing, anything working directly with social media, I do have some offers coming out soon specifically for you. So keep your eyes on your inbox, be sure to check new YouTube videos, and keep your ears open for new podcast episodes. All right, talk soon.